Greetings, blade lovers. This old sword back with you, and I've got a new brand to discuss today. It's not a new brand, but it's new to me. My first ever Tangram knife, and as you may or may not know, Tangram is a subsidiary company of Kizer knives. So, if Kizer does a great job on their knives, their designs, their actions, this seems to follow suit because I've reviewed and bought a lot of Kizers. First things first, though, I was very impressed by the box that these come in, and I'll be reviewing another, but check this out. First one I had to actually bust the box because this was so tight. And it looks like that's happening again. Something gets caught inside. Okay, there we go. They got a little work to do on the sleeve, but when you open this up, you need cardboard for cutting. Look at that. It's like a 3D layered cardboard with a microfiber cloth and little informational package there. I thought it was very cool. Ties with a string like a file folder. I just have a heck of a time with this though. Anyway, I'm not going to go through all the machinations with it. But there we have, shall I say, here we have a very interesting knife, a very interesting Tanto knife by Tangram, known as the Rumble. I don't know. I'm getting it confused with the Brawler by Kershaw. We're brawling and we're rumbling and we're fighting and all that good kind of stuff. Sorry, I get a little frustrated with knife names, even though I complain when they only give us numbers, right? As with our friends at Tucson. All right, so we have the Tangram Rumble. It is a TG4001A1 model. And it's quite a nice knife for like $37. It's crazy. It's got a really neat compound chisel grind recurve to it that is an amazing knife, amazing blade. G10 handle, lanyard hole, and a switchable clip, right and left hand tip-up carry. Wide open construction with double pillars. Really nice jimping built into the frame and the handle. Pretty aggressive. None on the blade, but you have a swale there to put your thumb. And the recurve shape is known for its power on the draw cut, because the material touches in here in the concave, and as you pull, the pressure increases to that tip. So this is pressing in on the draw cut rather than trailing away like on a drop point or a trailing point. But isn't that impressive? And I have to thank one of my subscribers for pointing this out when I had my Tanto Fest back a few reviews ago, where I put out a bunch of Tantos on the table, and he said, this one beats them all any day. I think he said it'll steal their lunch money. So I get it. It's an impressive grind and apparently durable. It is a blade steel called Japanese Akudo or Akudo 440. So essentially it is a 440 steel from the Aichi Steel Group, Considered to be a high-value knife blade material. It's a modified 440C alloy with a little more chromium and some vanadium, and will probably hold an edge longer than 440C. So that's a little blurb from the Amazon site where this was purchased. The designer is Kim Ning, N-I-N-G, designed for Tangram, which again is part of Kizer. Okay, so I don't have a place with real trustable, accurate measurements, so of course we're going to do our own. It's not a small knife, which I like. I like big blades. So it's coming up on 8 5/8 overall. And a blade of 3, I'm going to call it 3.9 right to the handle. A cutting edge of about the same, 3.85 to 3.9. We have a handle thickness of just under a ½ inch, 0.49. Nice and thin. We have a blade stock that's a little on the thin side. Let's get it up here. 2.8, so under 3 millimeters, making it light. And how light, you might ask? Well, let us find out. .345, not terribly light, but for a knife that size, not bad at all. Well under 5 ounces. 4.35 ounces. How's the action? Fantastic. And it drops shut. Thumb stud. It's the first thing I noticed about it. Right out of the box, it was dropping shut. Did add a little bit of KPL, but I usually do to everything, no matter how smooth. On bearings, as near as I can tell, which for $37 is pretty incredible. I kind of doubt it's on washers for that level of smoothness. Just very fidget friendly. And look at that really nice deep carry clip, although we do have the button head or domed screws. Got a pretty high rise in here, so in my jeans it was going in and out of the pocket without too much trouble. And there you can see some weight relieving, 3 large holes, and not sure if we got really any on the liner locking side, which is not a problem. Torx 8. There's the company name and logo, and there is your steel, and here we have the knife name, the Rumble, and its designer, Kim Ning. Such a nice knife. Really, really nice. Getting a little battery warning on the camera. Gonna stop and restart, so if the image jumps, that's why. Stand by. Alright, fresh battery in the camera, and we're rolling. A few little stutter steps today, but largely a smooth review so far, wouldn't you say? I think so. I want you to admire that blade a little more. For the money, hard to beat. This is perfectly made. I'd say it's right in there with the budget line of Best Tech. They're $50, $60 knives, definitely. Nothing really fancy about this. We got some nice contouring on the finger side, single choil, and a comfortable place to rest the rest of your fingers. Back out just a bit. Reverse grip, point down. You got a nice ramp for your thumb, and that blade stands at a nice perpendicular to the forearm. So the Rumble is a really cool acquisition. I liked it so much I ordered another Tangram, and that review's coming up soon. Going to give you some comparisons. Here we have the Griptilian by Benchmade, the Benchmade Freak. So the Rumble is a larger knife by a good amount over the Griptilian. It is slightly longer in the blade than the Freak. And my daily carry this week, it's kind of a misnomer, right? Daily carry this week is the ZT, and I always got to look for the number on the ZT, 0630. You probably have seen them and know what it is. So if I go end to end, same length. The blade, however, on the Rumble is longer. So tell me what you think. I think this is a great budget knife. If you got one, don't forget to comment. If you'd like to know more, I did get this on Amazon. My understanding is Tangram is a largely exclusive Amazon product made by Kizer, but I could be wrong on that. That's where I've seen most of the Tangrams. Don't forget to give this review a like and subscribe if you haven't already. This Old Sword, signing out.